Staying on track. An important concept you need to keep in mind as you are going through your daily life is about being centered. What this means is that you need to be the same way you are at work and in your business and when you meet a beautiful woman. You should treat all women the same. Be consistent with all women. You can't just turn into some weak bowl of jello. That's what most guys do. They meet a woman that they are really interested in, and they go from these strong, centered guys to weak, needy, and insecure super pleasers. Most men think that being a pleaser or being a manservant waiting on a woman head and foot is a way to get her to fall in love for you. The only difference in how the many concepts I am teaching you may apply to you is whether you are already in a relationship or if you are just meeting women for the first time. If you're already in a relationship, you will not be using the approach techniques, but the underlying principles are still the same. From the beginning, a woman is continuously testing you to see if you are worthy of her time. She's seeing if you are strong enough to go the distance. If you pass her test, she will open it up. She will open up to you emotionally. You always want to be reading her level of attraction. It's important to keep building a sense of anticipation. By understanding her attraction level and where it's at, you can tell if you need to adjust what you are doing to draw her back to you. You always want to keep her attracted, and you have to avoid complacency. Google Corey Wayne, The Art of Pulling Back to Create Attraction. It's important to remember that the way you treat her when you are dating her and the way you treated her to get her to fall in love with you in the first place is the same way that you need to treat her even after being married for 20 years. Courtship is ongoing and it is never going to end. Always build anticipation. Avoid falling into routines. Don't go out every Friday night and take your wife to dinner. Try going out one week on a Wednesday night to do something different. Skip a week and take her out twice the following week. Always keep her wondering. Add spontaneity. Leave her curious as to when the next surprise is going to come. You never tell a woman what you're going to do. Let them discover it in real time. You need to remain certain. You need to remain in your masculine and allow your woman to be in her feminine. You have to remain centered at all times and never let her push you off that center. By maintaining this certainty within yourself, you are also maintaining a long and lasting relationship with a woman you truly want to be with. You have earned the right to the relationship you truly deserve. The purpose of all relationships. When you can find yourself, you are not only giving yourself the gift of a wonderful and loving relationship, but you're also giving the woman of your dreams the strength she needs to trust. You're giving her the gift of allowing her to open herself to being in her feminine. Better yet, she's able to be in that place of her feminine, especially for you. No matter what the relationship, the foremost thing that needs to be in your mind is that you enter into a relationship to give. You give because that is who you are and you expect nothing in return. However, you need to always watch what you do to get in return and decide if it is acceptable to you. Give your gifts from love. Love never requires anything in return. It is in the giving that makes you feel good. True love does not have attachments. You give freely without caring what comes back in return. You give of yourself because that is who you are. When you want to get into a relationship, you have to go into the relationship not with what you can get out of it, but with what you can put into it. The purpose of all relationships, and this is not only for your intimate relationships, but also for your friendships, the people that you work with, your kids, or any other relationship you have, is to go into those relationships to give. If you go into a relationship focused on what you're going to get out of it, you will be placing expectations on some new person that you just met. 99% of the time, they're not going to live up to your expectations and you will end up disappointed. This causes us to suffer because we want reality to be other than it is. Many guys go out with women and think, oh, I took her to dinner and showed her this great time. She had fun. I'm expecting to have sex at the end of the night. Instead of looking at what you're going to get out of relationships, you should be thinking, how can I give to this person? How can I contribute to her? How can I make her life really amazing by having fun with her? When I go out with a woman, my primary goal is for her to have a good time. My contribution is to make her laugh, make her feel comfortable, and make her happy. That's it. The feeling she feels while she is with you is what she's going to associate with you. Everything else takes care of itself. If both people if both people are focused on what they can give to a relationship, the relationship is going to flourish. But if one or both people are focused on what they're getting out of it, it's not a relationship, it's a transaction. So in that case, you might as well just go get a hooker, if that is what you're looking for. If you're going out on a date with an expectation of having sex, go get a hooker. It is a lot cheaper, and there are no emotional attachments. If you truly want to have someone you can share your life with, someone you can love, where you can enrich your life and have fun with, that is the purpose of a relationship. If you select somebody that has the same kinds of qualities as you have, she's going to focus on making you happy as well. When both people are focused on simply going in and giving to the other person and not worrying about what comes in return, the needs of both are going to be fulfilled regardless. It is in the giving that needs are fulfilled. I said this before, but it bears repeating. Once a guy really understands women and is able to get into a relationship, he's going to realize that every relationship is an opportunity for growth. You can understand and become that type of man you are totally capable of becoming. At the same time, you inspire and help her grow into everything she is capable of becoming as a woman. Making lasting change. Lasting change should be a goal. I know some of you are asking, why should I change all these things? Think about this for a moment. What is the outcome? What do you want out of a relationship? Why do you want this? Now take a sheet of paper and split it into two categories. One of my favorite speakers, Tony Robbins, says people will do more to avoid pain than they will to gain pleasure. For the purpose of this exercise, take one column and write down, okay, if I don't change all the things I've been doing in the past, here are all the consequences. List all the painful things that will happen. Well, if I won't go up and ask a woman with confidence what her phone number is or set a date, I will never get the kind of woman that I want in my life. I will never have the type of relationship I really want. 20 years from now, I will still be wondering, what is it like to have the type of woman that I really feel I deserve? Or maybe, if I don't change my behavior, my wife has already told me that she's going to leave me. It's pretty scary. You know, it's ironic that most guys will never seem to have time to spend with their wives, but they always have time to go visit the divorce lawyer. They make the time for those type of things, but they don't make the time for things that really count while they still have a chance to avoid the pain. What are all the painful consequences of not changing your behavior? Write them down. If you do not change what you're doing, what are all the negative, painful things that are going to happen? For the other category, consider what are all the pleasurable things that can happen if you can change your behavior. This is for all the good things that can happen in your life, along with your list for your perfect woman. You need to review this every day. So what do you do if you just met someone last night and you just know she's into you? Normally you want to call her right away. You feel as though, oh God, if I don't call her right now, I'm going to burst. If I don't call her, she's going to get pissed off and mad at me. The bottom line is that you have to ask yourself a simple question. Have you ever gotten the type of woman you really want and have been able to keep her? Based upon what you were doing in the past? Of course the answer is going to be no. I went through all these same dilemmas when I first started following the concepts. Honestly, I felt as though I wanted to pull my fingernails out, as opposed to just waiting a few days to call her or to resist the urge to ask her where I stood constantly. It absolutely drove me nuts. The truth is that it gives her the sense of anticipation, which is what she wants. What I later learned was that women that I had met and liked, and who also had a really high level of attraction to me, were going through the same thing. They kept thinking, why hasn't he called? I thought he really liked me. I don't understand. Maybe I know someone who knows him. Maybe I should call him. It's a scientific fact that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. Besides, if you are a busy, successful guy, you should have lots of options with women and an active life. Who knows? If she has a really high attraction for you, she may call or text you before those several days have passed. So it is important to follow these concepts. I say this with confidence. It is really freeing when you go out on a date to know, wow, all I have to do is ask the questions and keep my answers to the questions that she asked me positive. Lighthearted, be funny, be humorous, get her to laugh, and just have a good time. If you're not good with banter and humor, or you're just starting out, stay away from the sexual innuendo. Why? Because there's a really good chance you'll say something stupid and create an awkward moment. You want to banter back and forth and always respond to her test with playful humor. I discuss this in detail on the many articles and YouTube videos on my website. It's better to hear how I say these things in my videos because it just does not translate well to write about it. Now you're starting to get an idea of what you should be doing. In the sections, I will start to show you how these are applied in practical situations. If you are already in a relationship, you have to start dating her again and treat her like you did when you were courting her. She will fall back in love with you and everything will fall back into place. All of these things work. They will make they will make an incredible impact on not only you but also your dating and relationship life. After all, it's not all about you, but it's where you have to start.